This video is gonna be about the beautiful, horrific Bartholin Cyst. The reason why I'm making this video, I know there's like a lot of videos out there about the whole Bartholin Cyst stuff, but I don't really see a lot of African American girls talking about it, and I can understand why, because it's like you don't really want to go public and say, you know, what's going on downstairs. But at the same time, I feel like I'm not the first black girl to get it, and I'm damn sure not gonna be the last one. I've had it 3 times. Tuesday, well, like 2 days ago, which was Tuesday, today's Thursday. Tuesday I had one, and it was like just hell. I was crying like straight for like 2 days. Mainly because like I was doing a lot of things to it, because I kept telling myself like, I'm not going to the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital. I'm not doing this shit, because it's really painful when you do go to the hospital, because they have to drain it, and the only way to drain it is to open it, and the only way they can open it is you gotta get cut. So yeah, it's not good, you know. They well, let me just like start off with like what it is. Bartholin Cyst, those motherfuckers, they are basically cysts in the Bartholin gland that women have that we don't even know. But we have 2 of them on the opening of our vagina, and what causes the cyst is a blockage. Like somehow, some way it gets blocked. Something gets in it and blocks it. So, and those 2 glands are like basically there to like lubricate, you know, your vagina, keep it moist and all that stuff, keep it juicy. But that's besides the point. But yeah, somehow it gets blocked by something, and yeah, it sometimes you can actually have it and you don't even know. You just have like this little like ball, or like this little thing next to your vagina, and you're just kind of like, what the fuck is that? But it's not bothering you, so you're not gonna bother it. And so yeah, this is my 3rd one. It burst on me on Tuesday. By the grace of God, I coughed. That's how it happened. I was laying down, and I'd already like told myself that day I had to go to the hospital because I had to go to work the next day. And so yeah, I called my dad, and you know, I told him, I was like, you know, I need you to take me to the hospital. He didn't like reply right away, and then I called him, and then, you know, whatever, he ended up like calling me back like later on, like an hour later or something, and he was like, oh, you know, can you drive? And I was like, I mean, yeah. And he was like, yeah, just take the car and then I'll meet you up there. And I was like, all right, because I thought he had, it's a big story as to why I didn't go, because I thought he had the other truck, but that truck was actually outside, so whatever. So yeah, when he called, he was like, yeah, just take the truck, blah blah blah. And then I was like, all right, cool. And then I kind of just laid there for a little bit, and then I coughed. Like, it wasn't like one of them cough. It wasn't one of those. It was just kind of like, you know, when like some saliva kind of goes down the wrong hole or whatever, and you feel it, so you like cough real fast before it goes there and tries to choke you. So that's what happened with me. I coughed really fast, and then I kind of got scared because I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be so painful and stuff. But all I felt was like a little sting. Like, it was just a little sting. As soon as I coughed, it was just a little sting. So I didn't move, because I'm expecting like the pain to go from like 0 to 100, like that. But yeah, nothing. It was just like a little boop. And I was like, okay. So I got up off the bed, while like, you know, slid off like a fucking slug or something, because you can't like move around the way that you could before. Like, you want to keep your legs closed at all times. Like, you really don't want to move. So then when I got up and I kind of like rolled over on the bed, like I seen like a little red spot. I'm like, wait, bitch, I'm not on my period. And then it has a smell to it, real shit. Like, Bartholin Cyst, man, them shits are like, they're painful, they stink, like they just suck all around. So I looked on the bed and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, you know. And I kind of like put my nose down to it because this is my third one, so I know what they smell like. And then I put my nose down to it and I was like, holy shit, it popped. Like, I was like, oh my god, it popped. So I kind of like waddled to the bathroom, which is like right there, that door right there. So I like waddled over there, and then, you know, took pants off, whatever. And then I noticed, like, yep, for sure, yep, it's possible, man. When I say I started like crying, but they were like happy tears, because I was like, oh my god, this is what I've been waiting on. So I was like mad happy, like I was so happy, but it still hurt because it popped by itself. Yes, so that's a good thing. So that means it is starting to drain, like everything's starting to come out of it. But it's still painful because now that it's popped, like there's literally like a little, to this day, I don't even know what the fuck it looks like, because I don't want to look down there, and I just know that it's open. And then when I try to pee, like, peeing is horrible. So now what I do is I just go in my shower and I cock my leg up like a fucking dog, and I piss sideways because I don't want it to touch. Yeah, no, fuck that. I would rather cock my leg up. So I don't even know how I got to that part, but okay. It yeah, I was talking about what it is and where it is. Okay, so yeah, it gets blocked, and then the lubricant that's inside of the gland that is, you know, supposed to keep you, like, you know, good and, you know, moist, you know, because girls' shit is always down there cleaning itself or always doing shit, I don't know. So when that gets clogged, all of that, you know, like whatever liquid it is gets caught up in there and it can't get out. So it becomes like, you know, it just becomes like a firm area. If it's not infected, it's not gonna bother you. Like, real shit, it's not gonna bother you. It's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna burn, it's not gonna do any of that shit. So yeah, so when you do know that it's starting to become infected, is you'll start to feel pressure. Like, it's so weird to like explain. It's like pressure, but not like period pressure. It's like you feel something wants to bust. Like, you feel like something wants to come out, but it can't. So you're feeling that pressure of something wanting to get out, but doesn't have a way out. So it's just that constant pressure. And because, you know, you're not like a robot, or like, you're not just like, you have to move, like you have to walk, you have to go to the bathroom, you have to go to the kitchen, you have to go to work, like you're constantly moving. Like, that part of your body is constantly like being a little bit like ruffled against, you know, you're changing your clothes, you're taking a shower, you're doing all this stuff. So it's like, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it once it starts to become infected. And once you feel that, like, I suggest that, you know, you just go to the hospital, because like, you see, like, well, this is because after it popped, I went to the hospital. But if you feel that, don't wait. Like, don't do that. Don't wait. Don't just sit there and, you know, and I mean, I get it, because when you do look it up, they're telling you, like, do this home remedy, do that home remedy, it sits baths and the Phoebe's method and all this other shit that they're telling you to try. And I mean, if you feel like you want to try that, then by all means, go ahead. It's your body. But I personally, because this is my third one, if you feel that shit coming on, or if you feel anything weird going on down there, just go to the fucking hospital. Like, just go, because you could catch it, or they could catch it early enough to, like, they could tell you exactly what to do to stop it in its tracks, you know, like, or at least relieve it, or, you know, like, tell you exactly what to do and whatever. Give you antibiotics early on, like, you know, like, try to kill it before it becomes alive. So yeah, so that's like that. Those are like the symptoms. You just feel like a little pressure, or it just feels weird. It just really feels weird. So what happened? So last week is when I noticed it. But because this was my third one, I did have, like, because I had one at 17, one at 19, and I'm 25 now. So 6 years later, it came back. Due to me having it twice before, I had, like, not like a scar, but it's like something that you feel like something was there, or like something happened right there. Like you could tell, like something, you being yourself, like you can tell, somebody that doesn't know you, and they're not gonna be able to look at it and be like, oh, you had a Bartholin Cyst. Like, no, it's not like that. But yeah, so by me having two beforehand, I always had, or I had like this little ball that was like next to it, and I always just thought that that was like the scar from it being two in the same spot that I had before. So I'm thinking that, oh, that just left like a mark or like a scar or whatever. But I later on realized that, bitch, no, you had a Bartholin Cyst like this whole 6 years, like, but it just didn't get infected until just now. Because I'd always had like that little ball next to it in that same place, but it didn't hurt, it didn't bother me, so I didn't fuck with it. And so yeah, it last week is when it started to like, is when I noticed something was up, because I think I was like in the bathroom and I wiped myself or something, and I kind of just felt like I was like, ooh, huh, I don't like that, like shit. So because I know that I've had it before, and I know the symptoms, and I know the signs of it coming back, I immediately like went online and I'm like, okay, we're gonna catch this shit now, we're just gonna get rid of it now. Whatever they tell me to do, I'm just gonna do it. So yeah, I went on YouTube. I went on Google, and then first thing you're gonna see is them, showing pictures of it and just stupid shit. But they're gonna tell you sitz baths. To do sitz baths, which is just sitting in water and like really as hot as you can take it water, so that it can kind of nudge it or like push out the blockage or whatever that's in there. So I did that. Did I do that? I think I did that. I don't think I did that right away though. So I went online. After Google, like Google kind of like move. It's like they tell you, Phoebe's method, and put this oil on it and all this other stuff. But it's like at the same time, you got to be careful of what you put down there, because that skin down there is like extremely sensitive. So yeah, I kind of fucked myself, but okay. So yeah, I ended up going on YouTube because I'm looking at what the people on YouTube are saying, and that's like why I'm making this video, because when I went on there, I'm like, there's no like black girls on here. Like, the fuck? Like, I mean, I get it, like a woman is a woman, we all have vaginas, it's all the same fucking thing. But it's like black and white people can't use the same shampoo. I mean, we can, but there's really no point, because the shit that it's doing for white people hair, it ain't gonna do it for our hair. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I want to hear from somebody that's like me or looks like me, or like can at least relate to me in some type of way, and not just being the fact that you're a woman too. Like, no, maybe I want you to be black too. I'm not racist, I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's easier to hear advice from somebody that looks like you. But yeah, so when I went on YouTube, like, I seen this one girl, a cute little white girl, like, cut, her hair was like cut right here, and she was like sitting in front of her bed, and she had a video that was like Bartholin Cyst home remedy, like, works, or that works, or something like that. So obviously I clicked it. So I clicked it, and then she does all this talking, and then she talks about the Phoebe method, and then she finally gets to it, and she's like saying like something about apple cider vinegar. I didn't do that shit because, one, I'm afraid of vinegar and an open cut anywhere. Anybody got time for that? So, she started talking about like this Prid salve, like, they call it drawing salve. I don't know what the fuck it does. Oh well, I mean, she explains it like, you put it on there, And even when you look it up, like people will say, like, if you have a splinter or like glass in your foot or something in your foot or something, you know, you just put that on there. The salve is gonna like draw it out or draw it to the surface. That way you can pull it out. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she was like, you know, she put that on there and it came out, like it would pull it out, or it would bring the cyst or the stuff that was in the cyst to like the surface or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, let me get that, you know. So then I didn't finish watching the video, unfortunately, but I ended up getting the Prid. The Prid, this is the thing with the Prid. Don't get the Prid if you don't have like an actual opening to the cyst. Like if it's just a cyst that's under your skin, like there's no opening to it, you don't see any opening, you don't feel any opening, it's just a big ass cyst that's sitting there, don't get the Prid. There's really no point, because I used like almost all of the fucking thing and all it did was pull it up to the surface, but there was no way for it to exit. So it just stayed there and got even more painful, because now it's at the top. Like now it's just right there under the skin, and it's like there's no way for it to come out. So now it's just fucking hurting. So I stopped with the Prid. Like I'm just like, you know, fuck that. Like, I mean, you know, if that was the case, like the fuck. So, but yeah, don't get the Prid if you don't have an opening. If you don't have an opening, there's really no point in getting the fucking Prid. Like, if you have an opening, like you see that bitch, like you see that little white head or black head or whatever the fuck it look like, okay, get the Prid, you know, because then that will bring that shit up there and it will just pop on its own, or just, you know, start oozing out by itself. Then, yeah, but no opening, don't get the fucking Prid. There's no point. So yeah, did the Prid. Didn't work for me, because I didn't finish watching the fucking video. After that, it was just like beyond, like it was just unbearable at that point. Like it was just like, if I got up off the bed, I'm crying. If, you know, I move my leg too fast, I'm crying. If, you know, and I smoke black and mild, so it's like I would have to go out on the porch to go smoke. By the time I get off of the bed, like I'm crying. By the time, like I don't even want to go smoke anymore. What else did I do? Okay, so yeah, then I started, was like, you know what, I'm gonna try the Phoebe's method now, which is the calamine lotion, the tea tree oil, and the witch hazel. My dad ended up going to get it for me, but he said he couldn't find the tea tree oil, so I only had witch hazel and calamine. Stop! I only have witch hazel and calamine. And so yeah, I did that. And like I said, be very wary, like be very cautious of what it is that you're putting down there, because one, obviously it's already an irritated area, and then you're putting more things on it that could possibly irritate it that much more, which is what the fuck I did. Like, I was in so much pain. Like, I was in so much pain. It was just, it was ridiculous. It really was ridiculous. I don't know if it's the witch hazel and the calamine together that kind of fucked with it that much, to the point where it kind of like irritated the skin on top of the cyst that much that anything I did, it would burn, or anything I did, it would just be like I felt like my vagina was trying to kill me. Like, I was just like, you know what, bro, like you could just take the shit, like, because if this is what it feels like to have a vagina, like, I don't want to be this lucky 2% that only get Bartholin Cyst. Like, one, I didn't sign up for this shit, and two, I don't want a vagina if this is what it's about. Shit, I don't know. I'm good. Shit, I ain't fucking nobody, so I know I'm not pregnant. I don't need this vagina. I swear to God, if anybody would have came here, or God himself would have came in my room, or any of these guys would have came in my room and been like, okay, we could just take it off, you know, I would have opened my leg so fast and be like, bro, just take it. Like, I don't even care, because I don't even want it. What am I going to do with it? I can barely walk. I can't sit. I can't walk. I can't do nothing. Take it. But yeah, so after the calamine and the witch hazel, my shit was just on fire. Yeah, my shit was on fire. So after that, all I could do was, I had a couple more gauze left. And, you know, cocoa butter, the Palmer's cocoa butter, but like the hard one that's like in the little, it's like a grease bottle, but it's the hard one in there. I would just slap so much goddamn cocoa butter on that gauze and just stick it on the fucking, the cyst, because anything I put on there would burn. Like anything, even water. Anything I put on it would burn. The only thing that wouldn't burn it is the cocoa butter. So I was like, oh my God, like what the fuck is this? So then, so yeah, then that brought me to Tuesday, which is the day when it popped. Due to me coughing. So that's another thing. Be very, cautious about coughing, sneezing, any of that shit, because it will pop it. It will pop it, and it popped my shit. Like, it didn't hurt though. Like when it popped, because I didn't even know it popped until I got up, and I was like, oh shit, So I mean, the only thing, like, I feel like probably this video is not very helpful or anything. It's not really giving you any specific advice, but it's just kind of like a video to let you know that you're not alone and shit like that. But I feel like if you feel like this is what you have, or this is possibly what is going on down there, you need to go to the hospital, like, now. Like, just go, because sitting here and waiting and trying to do shit on your own is just gonna make it hurt that much more. Like, it's gonna fucking hurt, dude. Like, it's gonna hurt. And yeah, like, I missed like all of work last week. I'm still missing work now, because when it bust, I had to go to the hospital. When I went to the hospital, they had to look at it. Then they gave me a prescription for the antibiotics. They don't really give you any pain pills, because they're gonna tell you, basically, just get some Aleve or Advil or whatever is your favorite pain pill that works for you. For me, it's Aleve all day, every day. Advil is a sugar pill, and Tylenol, I don't know what the fuck Tylenol is. That's just like, it's like a placebo. Like, that shit, no. So Aleve is for me. Aleve works for me. And I actually went through like 2 bottles of Aleve while I was on this shit. So yeah, they give you the antibiotics. They gave me the antibiotics, and then I didn't have any money, unfortunately, so I could not get the antibiotics that day. And I wasn't gonna get paid until Thursday, which is today. So I wasn't able to get my antibiotics yesterday either. So, I've just kind of been doing the sitz bath over and over. And plus, the doctor had told me, she was like, I don't want you to go to work, because you need to continue to do sits. And, I don't know what kind of job you have, but right now you just need to like kind of like take it easy on that part. And, walking is connected to that area. So I got a doctor's note and gave it to them. And then, so yeah. And then today when I got the antibiotics, I forgot to get the fucking pain pills. I forgot to get more pads, because it is going to keep leaking. Like, it's going to keep draining. Like, right now it's still draining. And I didn't get the pain pills. I didn't get the pads. All I went to the fucking Walgreens and got was the prescription and some chocolate. Yeah, I got some chocolate and a chapstick. I don't know why I'm telling you on my shopping list, but anyway. So yeah, so I got home. I took the pill. You have to take the one that they gave me. I have to take 2 pills daily. Well, like 1 pill. I have to take 2 pills daily, separate, for 10 days. And I took the first one today, like when I got home from Walgreens. And I don't know, for some reason, like, that shit is just not sitting with me right now. Like, I just don't feel like right. Like, I don't feel like, like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw up and shit like that. But I feel like if I move too fast, or if I do something too fast, I'm gonna start like feeling really nauseous, or like I don't know. I just don't feel like real good right now. And this is just the first fucking pill. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. So yeah, And then I have to, they said to make an appointment with the gynecologist. So, because now I have to get mine surgically removed, because the doctor said, she was like, the fact that this is your third one, it's just gonna keep coming back to you. So I was like, that's just, you know, my fucking luck. But yeah, that's like my journey with well, my third journey with the Bartholin Cyst. I'm not really gonna talk about the first 2 times. I mean, if people want to hear about it, if people ask me to talk about it, then I will. But I just want to talk about this time because it just kind of annoyed me when I got on YouTube and I didn't see any like Black girls or African Americans, you know, talking about it. Like, we don't go through it. Like, everybody goes through it. And, you know, you're not the only one. And I know that shit is painful. It's painful like fuck. It's painful. Like, it's fucking painful. And I'm sorry for all the curse words, but like, that's like the best way that I can explain it. Like, it's fucking painful, bro. Like I've heard people say, like, they have kids. They have like 2, 3 kids. And they've had a Bartholin cyst, and they're like, I would rather give birth again than have a fucking Bartholin cyst. So, I mean, that can kind of, you know, sum up the pain for it. It's shitty. But, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if this was helpful in any way, but I just wanted to share my experience and, you know, hey, you know, like, it's nothing to be ashamed of or anything. Like, this is not something that you got from sex. This is not something that you got because you're dirty. Like, this is not something that you got because of outside factors. It's nothing to do with outside. It's nothing to do with no, it's nothing to do with that. You simply got this because you're just that lucky 2 fucking % of women, you know, whose vaginas want to get clogged. Or their Bartholin glands want to get fucking clogged. So it's nothing that you did. You know, there's nothing that you could have done to prevent it. It's just something that fucking happens to some people. And it sucks ass, but it's life. So, I mean, I just wanted to share my experience. Thanks.